This one was from 2017.
I think that's the Chow Yun-Fat one.
He plays like a Chinese pirate, right?
He's not going to play an Italian one.
He's not Davy Jones.
No, you racist. He could be like a Chinese.
That's not me. That's Hollywood.
Because he could be a salesperson. He could be like a mayor. He could be the captain of a regular boat.
Why, Mr. Mayor?
But you didn't say. Oh, he's playing a Chinese mayor. You said Chinese pirate.
Yes, because that's what he's playing.
You could have just said a pirate. Who's the racist now? Yeah, I see.
Got his ass.
Oh, Mayes, earlier today on radio, there was a caller. His name was Derek. I kept calling him Derek.
Yeah.
And then Zach at one point, let's say, all right, man, thanks for the call. So, yeah, he'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And I got a mean with one because I said, hot dog. Yeah, you're. Well, let's give some context there. There's that theory. I think I got it from Jim Rohn, but his theory was like, you'll never have a hot dog better than the first one, and you'll never have a donut better than the first one you've ever had. Right? You're always chasing that like initial whatever. And Amin said, so I said that to him on radio, and Amin said, I've had plenty of great hot dogs, and I said, I bet you have, and he lost it for about 10 seconds. Just was completely incommunicado.
He didn't say it loud like they just said, I bet. He said it the same way Kevin Hart says, yo. Like just escaped his mouth.
So I was big wrong, Zach. The one you're watching, and he's gone.
Uh-oh.
The one Zach is watching is 2017, which is 14 years after the original, and it's Javier Bardem.
So was Chow Yun-Fat never in?
Chow Yun-Fat was in the third one in 2007.
You got it.
So in 2007, it was Chow Yun-Fat and Stellan Skarsgård as Bootstrap Bill.
I'm so sick of these Skarsgårds. Let me tell you.
What?
I'm not. I love them.
Just
Give me
everywhere,
some more.
man.
I'll take another one.
No, there's too many of them.
You can only have one more. Skarsgård or Hemsworth?
Hemsworth are the ones that confuse me. I get confused with
Liam
Hemsworth.
sucks though, and the third one super sucks.
Chris is the good one. Chris is the good one. Yeah.
He's Thor, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Liam was in Hunger Games.
Dated Miley Cyrus.
He did? Good for him.
In real life.
Is it good for him?
That's way above his pay grade. You kidding me? He's a mediocre, like, Nepo star. She's like a legitimate star.
She's a legitimate Nepo star. Yeah. You realize who her dad is.
Whatever, he's not.
What was your dad?
She looks
that's
gross.
Doing well.
I'll be honest.
She's got way more money than he does.
That's gross.
Why is it gross?
I hate when people say that. Do you think she's giving him money?
Yes, 100%.
Like he's on allowance from her?
I don't think he's on an allowance,
he probably has
she's
to
paying
ask
for a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, oh, I got it. Don't worry about it.
If he says, fly me to the moon or fly me to Aruba, she's like, on my jet.
You think? No, I don't think she's getting him a jet. I think he's like, if she's going,
Taylor Swift
he's on
has
the
two
jet.
jets.
But that's Taylor Swift. That's different. Hold on. That's
first of all, Miley Cyrus
is
is not Taylor Swift. Don't get it twisted. Number two, I think if she's on the jet, come on with it. But if he's flying to her or he's flying somewhere, that motherfucker got to fly a regular commercial.
You said this earlier, and it's obviously a very common idiom, but don't get it twisted. What is getting twisted, and why is that twisting bad?
Your balls.
That's what don't get it twisted means?
Yeah, you don't get your balls twisted. Like, I have an idea. Like, no. Don't get it twisted.
No, because don't get it twisted is like, don't be confused on this. That has nothing to do with my balls.
Yes, if your balls
I'm not confused
get twisted,
if my balls are twisted. I'm in pain.
What you may say some things that are confusing. Like, you're like, your balls get twisted. Oh, my God, Michael Jackson was a Puerto Rican. Like, no, don't get it twisted. He wasn't Puerto Rican. Oh, sorry. He wasn't.
This feels located in his sack.
This feels like an Uncle Xander scenario.
What?
Your explanation
about
here.
Balls?
Yeah.
I don't even think it's that. I think he might believe it. It's just wrong. Whereas Uncle Xander was an outright lie.
Yeah.
CD5 Liars coming soon.
I mean,
I think don't get it
Mayes-
twisted means don't get turned around or don't get
Right.
You know, don't
Yeah, your
get it the
balls.
wrong direction.
Your balls. I don't know why I yelled that one.
Put that in the intro, Mayes. Your balls.
Yeah.
But yes, I definitely have not watched Dead Men Tell No Tales with Javier Bardem.
Dude, I didn't know that.
way out.
Javier Bardem's in this? I just see
He's the
shit
bad
right
guy.
now.
Look,
Spoiler
man,
alert.
we've got 2 Pirates of the Caribbean that qualify for Cinephobe.
They're long,
Stop
though,
being
aren't they?
cowards.
This one, right?
They're long. Aren't they all like 2.5?
Yeah. The score is
How-
good. I like the
How are the
music.
audience scores so good?
You know how.
People
Fucking
love fucking
Disney
Johnny
adults.
Depp.
Disney adults. That's what it is.
You motherfuckers that just like the ride and they're just like, I like this
Yeah.
movie as a result.
The ride also, like,
Boring ride.
if you're high, it's great. If you're high, you just
Boring.
get to chill. It's nice and cool in there. You go on a
It
hot
is cool.
day. It's a nice little reprieve. But
It
yeah,
is a nice climate in there, but it is
you get a tiny little drop at
boring.
one point. But yeah,
The
it's
second
just
one
close to
made
nothing.
at the
a
beginning.
$1 billion.
$1 million.
Billion. With a
You don't remember
B.
I know we don't clip on CT5, but Johnny Depp on Life's Too Short. Pirates made $1 billion, made a lot of people happy. Why do you guys have a problem with that?
It's a good question. It's a good question. You know, I would say that to some of you in this podcast about when you dislike a movie for no reason. It makes people happy. What's wrong?
What movie?
Your pain is much
what-
more happy to me than your happiness is to you.
My pain? I feel no pain from this podcast other than
pain.
Cats and RIPD.
What hurts you,
Jupiter
though?
Ascending.
I
Only
inflicted
pain.
way more pain than you
I'd
guys have
agree with
inflicted
that.
on me.
I'd agree with that.
Probably
I
true.
would. Yeah,
and
I'm not gonna
guess
fight you
what?
on that
I
one.
got 2 lists right now. Since we're in a free balling era, I got 2 lists.
Well, don't get it twisted.
Well, apparently not, but I got a list for what I want to do and for a list of what I have to do if pushed, if provoked.
You'll
And-
file
Are we
it
gonna
either way.
let me put it this way. Are you talking about your CT5
Oh, Maze is
list? Or
one
you
to
talking
talk.
about
I
your next
haven't
movie?
filed every single one of my picks this year. You
I picked
have.
nothing but bangers this year.
Amin filed all but one.
Because I've had this list waiting, like, I know I like these movies. I'm going to do these movies.
For real. Actually, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. The removal of the guide rails, meaning the daisy chain and / or the theme month, has basically made it so you're only picking movies you like. There's
Right.
you're not being forced to make tough decisions. You're like, I could choose any movie. Of course, I'm going to choose movies I like.
I'm looking at this. Oh, man, we got to do Ladybugs.
We
I already did the notes for it.
Am I alone in this? I'm like, we got to get themes back.
I don't mind doing that for next year. You want to do it in year?
I've
In
seen
season?
people say
You want to
they
change
want
the rules in season?
themes or daisy chain. What if we
They want it
daisy
back?
chain themes? Let's
Oh
get it
my
twisted
God.
like that.
Wait,
Whoa,
that
let's
is
get
now
out.
that is your testicles twisted up.
Now everybody's balls are twisted up.
You know
altogether.
that tangle rope game for your iPhone? That's what that is right
like
there.
a hollow
but that-
bread.
No, but that's impossible. Or are you talking about the months are daisy chained?
I don't know. What does it mean to you?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you daisy chain movies and months, then it's like, oh, I gotta find a movie that stars someone from the other movie that also fits this theme. There's a lot of.
What if
you're gonna
you're
find
or
movies
it's
that-
either
chaining
or.
the theme?
Yeah, maybe you're daisy chaining the theme.
That's what I'm saying. Daisy chaining.
But
the
isn't
theme
the
might
theme
work.
month already daisy chaining?
Not really. We were just picking up random.
Isn't it?
Welcome to Cinephobe. Welcome to Cinephobe Top 5. This is the podcast why are you laughing?
It took like this was D Reynolds level timing here of you saying
I
that
paused
and then
it
you
for the edit.
and then you
For the edit.
realizing, oh, I'll just start it here.
No, it's for the edit. It's not for me.
This is
I
why
know
you
what the
shouldn't
fuck
do
I'm
intros.
doing. No, what? No, because you guys can't be fucking adults. That's why. That's why I can't do intros. You
These
can't
people
just-
fucking
See, real mature.
This idea is just straight up bad. That algorithm is busted. It's among the worst ideas I've ever heard. Top 5 easily.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kinda broke the ceiling, y'all, so all I got is 5.
Cinephobe Top 5. This is where we rank different categories within the Cinephobe universe of the movies we've watched. Categories like weapons and vehicles and manners of death. And this week, we're doing sidekicks. And I won't lie, when Mayes said it in the chat, I was like, all right, that should be like, how many sidekicks could there be? And then as I went through the lists and I went through the names, my cup runneth over.
Yeah.
And even in the cut down, I realized I could literally, when you said, Zach, I have 2 lists, I thought you were talking about the CT5 list for this week. Because I could have made at least 5 completely different lists.
Yeah.
You know me,
easily be a CT10.
I've got this notebook. I try to keep it to 1 page.
Don't show it, but what's the drawing this week?
Oh, I didn't draw yet. I'll draw while we do it. Sorry, I forgot. I gotta get in the habit of that.
Back in the habit. Is this track 2?
I can't remember. Yeah, that's a phobe. That's a bad movie. Plus Lauryn Hill. God, never mind. I try to keep it to 1 page per CT5 list, and I started getting into this one. I'm like, ooh, I have to start making some real edits, or
columns?
I'm going to. Yeah, I had to go columns.
On them? Yeah.
I had to go columns, and then I was still in danger of going to the next page. I was like, I got to really edit this down in the writing process, because otherwise it's just, it's going to be a 3-hour CT5.
Columns mine.
Well, maybe we supercharge that one.
Nah.
I was listening to Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. And
You listen to that one like once a week.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
You didn't remember we did it in the first place. So
That's true.
anytime he listens to it, that's
we
good.
still never got an explanation for that.
Uncle Xander.
I forgot, man.
But why would
I'm not allowed to forget? Like that's
what happened in the episode? Stop,
Deli platter.
Stop poking him. Let him tell his story about Ghost of Girlfriends.
The problem
Past.
is we did 3 hours of radio already today, so
Yeah, you're
I'm in a
extremely
poking mood.
warmed up and confrontational and tired of each other's shit.
We had a great show, though, by the way.
There's a part where
But now we're overtime.
I say something supercharged that I asked Maze supercharged, but it's a reference to another supercharged from another episode. So Maze supercharges what I say, and then he plays my reference, which also features supercharged in it. It's supercharged Inception, right? Mm-hmm. But then later in the episode, Maze reveals this is what I said, like inadvertently, I guess, or maybe inadvertently, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, you just gave it all away.
Did I? Didn't I?
It had to do with Jennifer Garner's ears. I'm going to just leave it at that.
I started listening to... I started listening to Zookeeper. I'm so excited to get to the...
you just listened to it like a month ago or so. Like
a couple months ago, yeah.
Couple months ago, yeah. Because I remember we exchanged...
But there's the part with the Mr. line that and the nagging that's maybe my favorite clip in Cinephobe history.
You gotta teach it. You gotta treat her real bad. You gotta disrespect her.
Make her feel bad.
Oh man! All right, sidekicks. I'm going first.
Yeah, we go. Okay, so the way we do this, we each have our top 5s. We also have 2 outside looking ins or OLIs. So we'll start with Zach. I'll go second. Maze will bring up the rear, even though I think that was the order last time. But go ahead.
That's fine. I don't mind leading off. I don't mind being Ichiro Suzuki.
We've been doing the same order for a while. It's a little easier for me because then I go left to right in the spreadsheet.
Okay, fire.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I don't like it. Now I don't like it.
I'm a good teammate.
Anytime I express that I'm doing anything for myself, Zach doesn't like it. Big surprise.
Oh, let me guess. Which errors did you pick these ones from?
Couldn't do that one. That one was tough. I had some clusters. I had some real sidekick clusters.
Don't get those clusters twisted.
Some real clusters.
Are we going to clip that in of
what?
Of Kamala doing it? Did we send that to Maze?
Have you sent it to Maze?
I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe
I told you. You got to do it.
All right, I'll do that at some point. All right, my first OLI. I am cheating here. I'll fully admit I'm cheating here because I couldn't pick one. I'm picking Ben Stiller's crew from The Watch.
Oh, wow, okay. All
Okay,
right.
so
No fanfare? Okay.
well,
I guess we're going to do that for my picks.
right off the bat, that's exactly what I was. How is that not
They're all sidekicks.
henchmen?
What?
Are they all
They're not-
sidekicks?
The Neighborhood Watch.
Are they partners?
Ben Stiller's the leader. Vince Vaughn, Jonah Hill, the other guy. They're all
The other guy,
The other.
the texture, the flavor, that
Yeah.
guy, the
the
British
consistency,
man.
that guy. To me, I didn't want to pick. Now, it's the only time I did this with these sidekicks, but I can't just be like,
But
Vince Vaughn when Jonah Hill is also equally
So-
as good.
But I
So
would
Zach-
say that means that none of them are the sidekick.
They're all the sidekick. You can have multiple sidekicks.
Yeah.
Ben
so
Stiller's
Zach,
the leader.
I'm going to allow it because I have a similar situation later in my list.
Okay.
I'm not allowing it. Obviously, your list, it's written down in pen in a notebook
Yeah.
that I can't change.
With
in any way.
a well, you could buy it and change it if you want, but it's going to be worth a lot of money someday. Also, I wrote it with my pen from my Osaka hotel,
Ooh.
so extra special.
You just got it from the lobby this morning, or
No, I've had it. I stole it when I was
No,
That's a
this-
joke.
when I was
this-
there. I'm in
this is a
Tokyo
joke.
now. I was in Osaka before. Yeah. Come on.
Wait, quick save and a mute.
but
I knew what he was doing.
there is an important difference between partners, mentors,
Those are not partners.
henchmen,
Yes.
and sidekicks.
Yes.
Those
Power
are definitely
dynamic has
sidekicks,
to be
though.
established.
I agree. I agree with you, Maze, but I think Zach's example stands. I'll go. My first outside looking in is you need sometimes in a sidekick, the sidekick needs to be able to do multiple things. Sometimes hype man, sometimes protector, sometimes business associate, manager. I'm talking, of course, of Jamie Foxx in Great White Hype, Hassan Rukn.
The one who drives the brown Broham?
Yeah, the Merlot.
Oh, Merlot. Yeah, sorry, Merlot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Shabazz's manager slash PR
a
guy.
Brahm. A Brahm.
It's not the way you talk to a Brahm, you understand? You understand?
Too soon.
Yeah, he's a good sidekick. He is a good sidekick. Loyal.
Excellent psychic. Yep.
Yeah.
Loyal. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
to a point.
he's loyal. No, he's loyal. Yeah. No, he
Also
does a
not-
lot.
Not necessarily media hungry. He's all right being in the background, but he gets a little used to the camera after a while.
Yeah.
Maze.
My first OLI sidekick on and off the field, on and off screen. Always had the best cocaine. It's Robert
Yep.
Downey Jr.
RDG.
as Leo
Oh,
Wiggins and Johnny Be Good.
tough cut off my list.
Thought
I
of him
figured,
late.
he was going to be on both of yours, so I just decided to leave him off
A
mine.
true sidekick
Yeah.
to a character that was already a confusing leading man.
Well, not back then. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Back
As a
then, that
football
wasn't
player?
confusing at all.
Yo,
He was-
Football
he
player
was-
as a star quarterback.
Dude, you could be anything back then. It was the 80s. It was a wonderful time.
If you do enough cocaine, you can do anything. That's
Yeah.
true.
Ask
I can throw a
C. Thomas
pigskin a
Howell.
quarter mile.
You do anything.
Ask C. Thomas Howell. Yeah. Do anything.
Easy on the
Anybody.
sidekick.
Oh. Yep.
Is it
My
fudge?
next OLI. I got a little nervous that this was Amin's pick when he started talking and giving that whole like rundown of who this was, because when he said Jamie Foxx, I thought of Motherfucker Jones, Horrible Bosses
Oh, didn't even think about him.
2. He is a
I was
good ass
so caught up-
sidekick.
I was still so caught up in Nickerdale that I did not. I was like, which
Yeah.
one? Which one? Like,
See,
there are no.
This
sidekicks.
is a reverse The Watch situation, because to me they're all one,
Well,
and then
yeah,
Motherfucker Jones is the
he's
sidekick.
a sidekick to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a good sidekick in that he gives them good ideas. He leads them to where they want to go. He's willing to pick them up, even if he's got like his cat tower in the back, right? He takes initiative. He's also willing to check them and challenge them and make them better.
Yes.
You know, letting
I
Charlie
think
knows
the-
that he's got clan eyes.
I do think the power dynamic is in his favor.
Sudeikis starts
Though.
looking. Sudeikis starts staring at it. He's like, I can see it.
You only pick out the case. I pick all the letters. I see all the letters. I just love when he calls them tell some of you colonizers and just, baby, that was a long time ago.
All right.
Just a very calm.
My other OLI. I won't lie. I am a victim of prisoner of the moment at this point because I just listened to this episode. But I thought about sidekicks, and sometimes, like you said, Zach, sometimes you need a sidekick to push you, to guide you, to give you good advice. Sometimes a sidekick starts as your superior and then eventually ends up being your sidekick. It's Michael Douglas in Ghost of Girlfriend Past. And by the way, lot of similarities between Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas and Ghost of Girlfriend Past.
That's a sidekick?
Yeah, he's
both
Makane's
of you.
sidekick.
Both of you are not off to a great start.
What are you
in my
talking about?
opinion.
I have a great list so far.
My list is
You
amazing.
have a crew and a guy they go to get advice from.
On the side.
That's what-
Who kicks them into shape. Sidekick.
Not what a sidekick is.
Not true. Sometimes it is.
Maze, what's your other outside looking in? Let's judge yours.
My
How
other
about that?
outside looking in is someone who's very respectful,
Me? Host.
very supportive. So not you.
Terrible sidekick.
You're immediately out
I'm very supportive. What are you talking about?
like a bra. He takes the role of sidekick seriously, but I have to bump him all the way down to outside looking in because he puts the crime in partner in crime. It's Dennis Chavante from Observe and Report.
Oh, he's a villain. He's not a sidekick. He's a villain. Oh.
Gonna be one of those.
Dennis
I don't know.
Chavante
Is it? You tell me.
Pick a
I
sidekick.
came into this. I picked multiple sidekicks so far.
You haven't.
More
All right, how
than
about this?
either of us,
Let's
actually, 'cause-
see your
'cause Zach-
racist, chauvinistic
Zach has
ass here.
Four sidekicks in one category.
How am I a racist chauvinist?
Well, because my next pick will show that you are, because you never considered this
A
person.
chauvinist?
This person also ride or die, willing to be there for the good of the business, for the good of the crew. She'll challenge the cops for you. She'll kick your ass if needed.
Tough cut.
Della Reese from Harlem
Oh.
Nights. She's a great sidekick.
Thought you were going in a
Great
different direction.
sidekick. Underrated cinephobe character. She's fantastic.
All right.
See? Mayes, racist, chauvinist.
Number 5 for
Got
me.
it.
Zach, as I said to you earlier, you're not the only one who picked an entire group of people to be the sidekick. I have
The
one
whites.
of those as well. Although I will say, nope, I got a diverse group. I will say my sidekicks definitely are more clearly identified as sidekicks than your sidekicks are. I'm talking, of course, of Hoghead, Flats, and Gary from Hall Pass.
I think it's a great pick.
That's some sidekick ass action right there.
Hoghead. Which one's Gary?
Gary
Merchant?
is,
Isn't that
Steven
Merchant?
Yeah.
And then Leon's the other one.
JB's Hoover's Flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoghead's a great character. Wait, we do have to do that rewatching it soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got to re-listen to
Yes.
that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You can
That's a
pencil
good
that one in for after I Am Wrath.
Is that next?
I Am Wrath is next, then Hall
Okay.
Pass. I'll put that
Yeah.
down. Write
Yes.
that down. Analog style.
I'll write it down.
Catching
You think I won't?
Catching fire.
My next
Hunger
pick,
Games.
number 5. This is a traditional sidekick in a traditional sidekick movie. He's not going to talk your ear off. He's good at menial tasks like putting shit places, lifting stuff, lifting heavy things, driving. He wears the fuck out of a hat. It's Bane from Batman and Robin.
That's a great sidekick. Because you could be a sidekick villain.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
I was afraid you were going with the other one in that movie for a minute.
Ooh, Robin.
No, he
Wow.
had to be written down, but he is
Robin's not-
He's so
Robin's
side.
not lifting shit. Yeah, all he does is second guess everything.
Oh, I
I
could, do
was-
some, I could do some flips and not die unlike my parents. Like,
No,
just,
but,
was-
no, But he does die. Like, Batman has to save him so many times.
He's a CT5 worse orphan. If we did that list, CT5 worse orphans, yeah. He might be the worst of all the orphans.
Problem child?
No, he's not the worst. He's the best. CT5 best orphans.
Okay. That kid sucks.
I was pulling...
Even Mayes is against him.
I was pulling a new clip from Batman and Robin for the cold open to be the end of the cold open for Patreon. And it's the speech that Mr. Freeze is giving.
Hey, I didn't
at
go to
the observatory
8 years of Freeze Medical School.
and while he's giving this speech, Bane is walking his bulky ass around, putting down bombs.
You have to.
For about 45 minutes.
And he just says bomb every time he puts one down, doesn't he?
Bomb. One word at a time. That's all he can do.
That's my Bane. You guys can have that fucking
reminder.
bullshit.
Zach,
That's my
Zach
Bane.
said he liked this one better than Tom Hardy.
Way better. That's a better Bane for sure. Absolutely. Number 4. Look, maybe in their line of work, he wasn't the best sidekick because he did have to get replaced at one point. Okay. But he's such an amazing sidekick, such an amazing person, such an amazing figure in Cinephobe history. We would let him have his way with any of our significant others. It's Memo Moreno.
Another tough cut. Zach is basically doing the list that I wanted to do. But I said, you know what? I've got to draw a line somewhere.
He is an ultimate sidekick.
He's a great sidekick.
Yeah. He's big time.
And by the way, even though he stole Gina Gershon, he offered to give her up because that's what sidekicks do.
And take him. Like, be even more of a sidekick. Like, I would like to be by your side forever.
The highest level of sidekick.
Yeah. He just wasn't a good enough driver to help that bingo driver who was, like, obsessed with computers. Yeah.
Well, was he Kip's sidekick?
No, Memo was the one that was in the crash.
No, but they replaced Memo with the Hummer Tonto because he wasn't helping him win enough.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. My number 4. I know I already went with Michael Douglas earlier in Ghost of Girlfriend Past. I didn't mention that he was Mike McConaughey's uncle in that movie. I really believe keeping it in the family is always good. And I'm just saying, like, having a sidekick who's a family member goes a long way because this is someone who cares about you, who will look after you. We're talking about orphans, right? Orphans? You want to do top orphans, CT5 orphans? How about Jean-Claude Van Damme in Double Impact? And who was his sidekick? The one and only Uncle Frank.
Oh. Written down, but not on my list. Yeah, I mean, he raised him.
Yep.
He helped him in battle. He helped
helped him find his brother, his twin brother.
Yeah.
And then warned him about Zhang.
Yeah. Warned about Zhang. Helped him bang out that blonde girl.
Did they tag team that?
Well, he took the other twin away.
Oh.
Do you think you forgot a scene in which there was a threesome with Jean-Claude Van Damme, the blonde woman, and Uncle Frank?
And she said, now that's Double Impact. It's the rare porn parody that's the same title as the original.
Jason. And he's gone. I gotta hold my joke for when he comes back.
You know what else is Double Impact? It means internet.
Usually it's my computer that's the problem.
What was your joke?
JCDP.
Oh, nice. Sure, it was better in the moment.
It would have been great in the moment, yeah.
John Cock Van Damme.
Mayes, you're number 4.
My number 4 is a
combination.
2 sidekicks for the price of 1. The ideal rom-com sidekicks. They're more fun than the main characters. Undeniable chemistry.
Oh, I know where this is going.
That alternates between assisting in sabotage and tension. It's Rob Corddry and Lake Bell in What Happens in Vegas.
They actually make that movie way more watchable than it should be.
Not that much more watchable.
I mean,
way more watchable.
But it's
Right.
it's
More
the
watchable.
reason I filed it is because I love the two
They're
of
so
them
good at
so
it.
much. I love them with their hero, with Kutcher and Cameron. I think they make both those scenes better. And then I think when they have the scenes with the four of them or just the two of them, eventually it's perfect. So
It's great. Yeah.
that's my rom-com sidekicks.
Number 3, by far, and this is not debatable, the hottest character we have ever had in Cinephobe history.
Memo Moreno?
No, even
I already
hotter.
picked him.
Even hotter. What if he was my third?
Twice.
This guy will pull his hair back, get ready for a fight. It's Wade Garrett in Roadhouse. Absolute smoke show and willing to assist Patrick Swayze however he needs, but also he's there to have a little banter while Patrick's getting his ass kicked because he needs to teach him the ways of being a cooler.
I respect that every one of us is looking at sidekicks that not only assist, but also will push you, also entertain you and all this. But sometimes there's a value in just being sidekick in the purest sense of the word. All you do is I'm here to assist. I'm here to help. I'm here to follow your lead. And so I don't think there's any sidekick on either of our lists, even mine, that is more committed to following the lead of the other than the right wolf from A Million Ways to Die in the West. Because the one on the left is doing the dragging of the mayor's body, and the one on the right is kind of like pulling in the same direction. And that's a great sidekick. Pulling in the same
Screen right or viewer right?
I'm watching the one on the right as a sidekick.
So you're
the one on
okay.
the
So
left.
screen left, but you're right. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You guys are on fire. My third one has already been said. It's Uncle Frank. Come
Dang.
on.
Hold
Come
on.
on.
What is this thing from Maze today?
So Wade
Why is
Garrett
Maze-
is a
why is
mentor.
Maze-
He's not a sidekick. Memo Moreno
He's a sidekick
isn't
the entire
anybody's
time.
sidekick.
That is so wrong
wolf?
in so many ways. I'm sorry you don't know the movies that we're
was.
talking about. He was absolutely
was
a
a
sidekick.
sidekick.
He's
He got
literally
fired.
the driver assisting the bingo.
He was shake and bake, basically.
Yes.
And then he got
John
fired
C.
because
Riley
he
is Will Ferrell's sidekick.
sidekick. Yep.
That was Memo Moreno.
Cal Naughton Jr. Cal Naughton Jr. is the name.
Uncle
But then Cal
Frank
Naughton Jr. wanted to be his own. So,
Kyrie?
is a bodyguard for the parents, and then he saves the babies from being brutally murdered by Bolo. He actually gives Bolo his scar and milky eye. He shoots Bolo in the cheek, which causes the milky eye of Moon, which is what Bolo's name is in that movie, which never makes
His
me
name's Bolo.
not
His
laugh.
name's Bolo, bro.
I know. And he gets tortured so hard. He's screaming at the end. He's in the club when they blow it up with the two broads having the time of his life. Great sidekick, Uncle Frank.
Bolo, by the way, is his real name, which is also an acronym for Be on the Lookout. And CT5 names that are accurate. Be on the Lookout is dude's name.
Wouldn't that be Botlo?
No. You guys never heard of the term Bolo?
No. YOLO.
Like in law enforcement, be on the lookout, Bolo.
I mean, does love his police and military terminology. Tango,
Alpha
Bolo,
Bravo.
Alpha Bravo.
Yeah. Whiskey Tango, Foxtrot.
He just likes
Zach.
the whiskey part.
He stopped
I like
listening
Tango.
after that.
I like the Tango and Foxtrot too.
After some
Zach,
whiskey.
you're number 2.
Number 2, I'm sure Maze will have a problem with this. I could give a fuck. He's absolutely a sidekick. He helps out throughout the entire movie. Not only is he a sidekick, he's not a mentor, but he is someone that brought a very important game to what is essentially shenanigans. It's Radimus. Waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent sidekick for that kitchen.
Who's he the sidekick to?
Literally
kitchen.
everybody who works there.
No, but he's the kitchen manager. He's the...
No, he's not. That dude's not a manager. He's just old.
Who's the guy who runs the kitchen?
Keckner.
No, Kicker is the restaurant manager.
Yes, but
Think of this like an episode of. Think of
that
this like an
restaurant
episode
does
of Bar
not.
Rescue.
Yes, but that restaurant needed Bar Rescue. They needed systems in place. They didn't have any systems in place. So he is the sidekick to Dane Cook. He is the sidekick to Ryan Reynolds. He is the sidekick to Alana Ubach. Like all that.
So
he is the sidekick to everybody.
If Tapper shows up to that restaurant,
yeah.
After the reboot and the relaunch, do you think he promotes Radavis to kitchen manager?
Yes, but then we check in 6 weeks later and Radavis died of a heroin overdose or something. I don't know.
Nah, man, you can't kill Radavis.
Look, I think only he can kill himself. Yeah.
It's unkillable. My number 2.
Hey, baby, prime rib.
Piece of meat. My number 2. Sometimes, as a sidekick, you get the better of your, superior, your master, whatever. Oh. But then you eventually fall into place. And when the relationship between you as a sidekick and your superior is so strong, people beg for more episodes of this movie, of this tale to be told over and over again. I'm talking, of course, of Michael Dudikoff in American Ninja.
Okay. I mean, I had on my OOLS Michael Dudikoff or Steve James, depending on which America you're a ninja in.
Thank you, Mace.
Whoa, hold on. That is... Let's be careful with that phrasing. That you're a ninja in?
Oh. Reality just switched sides.
Obviously did not make my list, but I will send you a portion of my list because Amin got it wrong, as I knew he would. I knew that he would do this, so I wrote this down, but it isn't even a good enough sidekick to make my final list. But you can look at this photograph. Right
look
there.
at this photograph.
Oh, look at that penmanship.
No way, man.
Yeah, Steve James, American Ninja.
No
Impossible.
Way. No.
OOLI.
There's no such thing
There's no
as
such
a black
thing.
sidekick.
As a what?
As a black sidekick for the American Ninja. He is the American Ninja. So that would make
It's been
Dudikoff
proven
the sidekick.
many, many times.
Nope, it hasn't.
855 NBA jump. Is it the white guy or the black guy?
Well,
Why is that? I don't know.
Maze, number 2.
Uncle Frank was a late addition. He jumped up out of the OOLIs into the top 3. But these top 2 are unimpeachable. These are Mount Rushmore characters in Cinephobe history. My number 2, you need somebody to be the caboose in a picture holding a giant snake. Look no further than Mateo.
Yeah.
I definitely
I laid out on
left
that
him off.
one. Yeah. I wrote him down, but I had to lay out for that one because I knew.
I cleared the lane. I knew he was going to get mentioned. And I said, I've got other names. I got to get in there.
Boy,
Like
phenomenal
Dudikoff.
sidekick to John Voight.
Danny
Also wrong.
Trejo, I guess, also a sidekick, but gets murdered and not nearly as
Not a
cool
good
and
sidekick,
doesn't take
yeah.
orders from him.
Nope.
Mateo is whipped. Paul Cerrone is giving him a lot of orders in a lot of directions.
Yeah. And he had to set up a lot of stuff as a sidekick.
He had a lot of work to do.
He had a lot of work to do. Yeah. My
Zach,
number
your
one, and I was worried that Amin and I would have the same one. He assured me that we do not have the same number one.
Mm-hmm.
When did
But
that
I
happen?
think during radio, not that NBA radio, not, I
He's a
think
pretty good
this is
sidekick.
the unimpeachable greatest sidekick. I will fight you on it forever. I know I have the top number one sidekick ever. In fact, I might even call him sidekick. It's Gertie, the greatest. Thank you for your service, Gertie. You were there to the end. I didn't even know you died. You were such a great sidekick. I thought you'd be there forever.
Well, I knew that was coming, but also I am stunned that someone didn't make your list. Can't wait till we get to the OOLIs to break that down. It was stunning to me.
The guy, that's where you get into, is it actually a sidekick?
Oh, that's where you get into it. Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Stars are stars, baby.
Stars and scrubs. That's how Zach builds his CT5s.
Amin, you're number one.
Number one is someone ultimately what Sidekick
Which
comes
Ghost of
down
Girlfriend's
to.
Past character is it?
I already named one. Oh, hell, that's not a that's terrible if he's a psychic. No. The number one aspect of a psychic is loyalty. Blind loyalty. Mm-hmm. Ready to do whatever it takes
for
the person they love. No. And that includes committing felonies, including murder. Even if the person you're a psychic to tells you not to do it, you just say, hey, say it a little louder. Plausible deniability. It's Jon Favreau in The Breakup.
Wrote him down, but couldn't get him in there. But yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one.
Mayes, number one.
Ah, come on, you guys. You didn't have Pretzi on your list. He's the greatest sidekick of all time. You understand?
He's
Again,
such a bingo.
Cleared the lane.
This guy will drop whatever he's doing, even if it's selling pretzels down at the dock for some reason.
He gave up that empire to help a strong man.
Into aid and help
fucking Manhattan
Hercules.
Bagel over there. The Manhattan Bagel magnet. Like, come on.
You could argue
you know, fuck those bagels.
that maybe he's a little self-motivated in his actions, that maybe he's exploiting Herc.
What are his motivations?
He's just a good guy.
Turn Herc into a star.
Is he a good guy? I don't think he's a good guy.
He really wants to help though, Zach. Okay, he wants an illegal alien that's new to this country. He wants him to understand proper etiquette, how to talk to a dame, American customs, how to be in public, how to talk.
Yeah.
He gives him a little bicep massage before the weightlifting competition. That's a sidekick.
I think we found his motivation.
Oh man, yeah, no, Pretzi got written down for sure, but I couldn't figure out what he was sidekicking. You know, I just couldn't figure out what he was doing.
He's more of a
Gave him a place to stay. He did
practical production sidekick, where they realize we've got Arnold and he can't talk, and we need someone to be in these scenes who can talk. So let's get Arnold staying up in here.
We need someone
he can't really talk.
Yeah.
But he can't really talk, right?
The other guy doesn't talk at all, so let's get someone who doesn't shut the fuck up.
Exactly. It's
Just
Jade Silent
stuttering.
Bob prototype.
Well, I wrote one down and then realized this episode's not out yet. So,
Nope.
but it comes out this week, right?
If it's
Look at this photograph.
if it's in 2 days from today, it's out, so you can say it.
Okay.
He's the size of his arm.
What's he doing?
He's just touching. That's not a massage. That's
not a
touching
massage.
it.
He's just feeling him. I thought, look, this guy surprised me. Corrupt, aka Twitch. A good sidekick, man. Like, I know you'd be like, oh, Ja Rule's
That's
like,
your number one? Oh, no. That's your
no, what? What if that was? Yeah, I think Corrupt was a good like prison sidekick.
Well,
Oh, he's in prison.
What would you call that if you're in prison?
Criminal
Sidekick.
Twitch?
Twitch, that's his name.
Don't wear it out.
Eliza mean.
Nope, there's a picture. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on YouTube.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Before I give my OOLIs, excuse me, I want to remind everybody that Racket, New York City, July 20th, we got a live show. We're going to be doing Cinephobe live there. We're going to have photographs you can look at. We're going to have all the sounds. We might even have some audience interaction that's beyond you guys just yelling out Cinephobe terms. So,
Yeah, that's not audience interaction, by the way.
yeah. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, they're available now. Go get them. Go to the Count the Dings website or the Count the Dings social accounts. You can find the link there and buy tickets. If you're a Patreon, The 25% discount stays, much to my chagrin. I thought it was only for the pre-sale, and then I got talked down by everybody else. So I guess you guys get a 25% discount for the entirety of the sale. But
I'm
again,
still pushing for you guys to have to pay double
more
price. Yeah.
Yeah. July 20th,
It's a lot
New
of
York City,
money.
the Racket. Make sure you're there. If you want the VIP seats, get in early, do the meet and greet with us where we're hanging out. We're having some drinks before doors open. Make sure you're locked in on all that. All right, here comes my OOLIs in no particular order. I Need Money from How High.
Yep.
Had it written down. Because
Cut them
they're
out, but yes.
equals. It can't be Method or Red. It's got to be somebody else, right?
Yes, yep.
The Sidekick Shingo delivers to young Frank Dukes' nuts in Bloodsport.
Thought about going that cute route.
That's a good one. Shingo.
Drops him like a sack of potatoes.
I
Fresh
still
off
love
the
it.
rewatching tin, straight to the dick.
I just love that Shingo goes to school, gets his ass fucking handed to him by these white kids. Not so tough.
When I started making my list, I wasn't sure if I was going to go best or worst sidekicks, so I did write down the wizard man himself, Akira, Conan.
Oh my God.
Get Malak in there too.
Yeah.
That's another sidekick.
I like you all doing an experiment.
But I don't think Grace Jones is a sidekick.
No, she marches to the beat of her own drum.
Yeah.
And obviously the princess and Wilt.
Wilt is a sidekick to the
princess.
queen.
Oh, to the queen, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's her
Zach-
like right hand, right arm
man. Yep.
Silly rabbit.
Zach, earlier I told you, as soon as we started writing my list, I already knew what my number one was, and I wrote it, and that was, in fact, Jon Favreau. The second name I wrote stayed in the top 5 for a very long time until he got booted. It's Shaka from Land of the Lost.
Yeah. That's a sidekick.
That's not even.
Yeah, he's
definitely the sidekick of that group.
He's not Dr. Rick's sidekick, mind you. He's Kenny Power's sidekick.
I don't even know if that's true, but sure, yeah.
The T-Mobile sidekick from Accepted.
Oh, I wanted to make that joke, but I was trying to remember what movie had a T-Mobile sidekick, and I couldn't.
And Mayes is still. I just want to make sure we on the same page. He attacked my list as he's got this cute little.
This isn't my list. These are my OOLs.
You wrote it down. It's on a list.
Also, a T-Mobile sidekick is more of a sidekick than Radimus is a sidekick.
Not even close. Not even close. T-Mobile's a bitch ass phone. I'll say it. If you had a sidekick, you were a bitch ass.
Fuck you. Okay.
Like most sidekicks.
I'm still going to push back, Zach. I think Radimus is the kitchen manager, man.
He's not. That restaurant did not have a kitchen manager.
Yes, it did. It wasn't good at it.
He was a cook. He was a cook.
He managed the kitchen.
No.
Dane Cook was a cook.
Also a sidekick. And Simon Says. Big time sidekick energy.
Bad
He's one of the worst ones we've ever
Actually,
had.
Dennis Rodman kind of the sidekick because it was Dane Cook's mission.
While we're on Simon Says, Dane Cook,
that just
not
throws
a
my whole
sidekick.
universe. If that's the case, and Simon Says.
Rodman, not a sidekick. You know who were sidekicks, though? Micro and Macro.
Oh, yeah.
Those are sidekicks.
Who
The purest form
Jesus,
of
the monks?
20 CB. The
Was
20 CB
everyone
sidekicks.
a sidekick in that movie? Who's not a sidekick? Because the
The chick
villain
that he-
isn't even the villain most of the
The
time.
chick Dennis Rodman banged.
What villain?
What story? What are you talking about?
Teddy Rex is a sidekick.
No.
No, you can't be the sidekick and be
Yes, you can.
the title of the movie.
Yes, you can.
No, absolutely not.
100% big sidekick energy from Teddy.
You know who's a good sidekick?
Who's that?
Bit of a hothead, but it'll get you through a bad night in Chicago. Cuba.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got Emilio as the ringleader.
The bitch husband? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he is.
Yeah, he is. That's why things go so poorly.
They even like refer to him like multiple times. It's kind
You
of
were
like
the guy.
Francis.
You were that dude, Francis.
Here's a really good sidekick. Not cute, not like a stupid, oh, you didn't think about this. A pure, honest to God sidekick who was incredible and ass off in his movie. Shmi in Hook.
Same notes.
Great
too.
He
Have
was
it written
really
down.
good.
Yeah.
He was a great sidekick.
Yeah.
First mate, the original sidekick.
A little too much diddling in that movie for me to want to write anybody down, but
Well-
yeah, he's a good sidekick. So was Fudge Pockets, right?
Sure, that's not his name, but yes.
Yes, it was. That's what you called him.
Wait, no, hold on. No. You can't do that and say that's what you called him.
It is.
You just called
He
him.
does it a lot. He does it often. I had it written down in my notes. Amin said a very funny thing today. My analog notes. Buddy from Homie Spumoni. Joey Fatone in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I had him down. Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
had
a
Tony
sidekick.
Rock from Homie Spumoni.
Two Americas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shanks.
And
He
Griffo.
comes a
I had them
sidekick.
together. I had
Yeah.
them together.
Yeah.
Griffo.
Dual sidekicks.
Griffo.
When he's yelling at him to get out of the boat. No, you can't carry the boat. No, don't do it. No, you don't need the palm on the boat.
Tony from Blue Chips.
Yeah. I had Tony and I had Butch McRae. Both good sidekicks.
Yep.
Stoney from Encino Man.
Yep.
Pauly Shore.
That's a
Textbook
good one.
That's
sidekick.
a terrible sidekick, though.
Well, terrible leader. Sean Astin is the bitch husband of Encino High.
Zach, you had Twitch. I had Ja Rule in Half Past Dead.
I don't like him in the movie.
No?
No.
He's gonna
I like
kick
Corrupt.
Yo.
He's not. He's 5'1".
This is an interesting one.
Can't wait for that episode.
This is a sidekick, and then there's a sidekick to the sidekick. It's Pauly, and then Pauly's robot in Rocky
Thought about
IV.
it. Yeah. Thought about it. I also thought
Layers.
about saying Rocky was Apollo's sidekick.
It was Apollo's sidekick. He
Yeah,
was.
thought about that.
And he failed him.
He failed. Oh,
That's
for
why
sure.
Apollo
He let him
died.
die.
Yep. Bad sidekick.
That's why he didn't make the list.
Worst sidekick.
You do have to worry this guy will try to fuck your mom, but Hoagie,
Yeah.
Dude,
had
Jaws
him-
of Revenge.
had him there too, yeah. Let's see here. Diedrich Bader in Balls of Fury, the courtesan. Courtesan sidekick.
That's
Like
not
Boggle.
a sidekick.
He
Hold on.
is. They were like attached to the hip for the rest of the movie.
They played
So
Boggle
late-
In
once,
one scene.
and then
No,
he
he
hid
didn't.
the rest of
Remember?
the time. He wasn't attached to the hip.
Yes, remember he helped him escape
George
and shit.
Lopez is the bitch ass sidekick
Yes.
in that movie.
No.
Yeah,
no,
or even
it's
Maggie
Diedrich
Q
Bader.
could be the sidekick in that movie.
Yeah.
No. She's the love interest. That's not a sidekick.
Styles in Teen Wolf 2, Pauly in
Yep.
Teen Witch, both annoying sidekicks.
What the fuck is Polly?
I
The
don't
girl
know.
with the hat who
Oh,
does the top that
Take
rap.
that. The take
Yeah.
that. Or take
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Or what's it
Top
called?
that. Take
Top
that.
that.
Take that. Top that. Top that.
Yeah, that's your love of Diddy coming through again.
Oh. My love of what?
Diddy.
Oh, you said something else.
Oh.
That'd be amazing.
I think she's a sidekick. Amy Congo.
Staggered.
Pretty.
Let me just say 3 names of Staggered who did not appear. Amy, Roscoe, Ed.
Roscoe and Ed
Well-
aren't sidekicks.
So I would argue that Amy isn't the sidekick either. I would say it's Dr. Peter Elliott or whatever the fuck his name is
Dr.
Amy's
Diddler?
sidekick.
No, if you're
Ed,
diddling, you're
thought-
not the sidekick.
I thought Ed was going to say, Zach was going to say, Deuce is Ed's sidekick.
Zach has never felt more
You're gonna
proud and
have
honored than
Jack-
you
Oh,
calling
then you
him Ed.
confusing me
Deuce
and Ed.
Cooper.
Yeah. Deuce?
Matt-
Deuce is a horrible sidekick.
But he's a sidekick.
Yeah, but
Right?
he can't make the waitress come.
So that's an automatic no from Zach.
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's canon, yeah. Roscoe's not a sidekick.
Why not? What is he?
The star.
He said that he's the best chimp I ever had. That's inherently sidekick language.
If I say that's the best girlfriend I've ever had, it doesn't mean she was my
Yeah.
sidekick.
What does that mean?
My partner.
Shut up, bitch.
Sorry.
Yeah.
If I say that's the best dick I've ever had,
There it
then
is. Then you're the sidekick. That's the way that works.
In the director's cut, he's almost a sidekick because he finds Job and they hang out. If they had spent the whole movie
well, I
hanging
think
out.
Job is his sidekick because
That's
he's
a good
more
point.
advanced.
I had Big Red, the lawnmower, as the sidekick of Lawnmower Red.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, I should have written that down. Yeah.
CT5 vehicle, CT5 sidekick.
Yeah.
I had Forrest Whitaker in Battlefield Earth.
Same note too. Yep.
I didn't even think of that. Shit, that's a good
I
one.
came back to that one later. I'm like, he's major sidekick energy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to usurp Travolta.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, he tests the
This
waters.
place. Jackson in Bloodsport. Just watched
Yeah.
it.
Got Ray Jackson down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Major-
figured you guys
Major-
might have him, so I just didn't put him in.
No,
Major
I,
sidekick energy.
Damsel McTitty Thief in the Gallow Walkers.
Oh, Tanit. I have been following her on Instagram. She's going through a divorce. She is out in the world again.
Still?
I just need her to not live in South Africa.
Still.
Yeah, you don't tame that
divorce.
horse. You don't
I
tame
got
that
a new-
horse right away.
I got a new target, by the way.
That's a weird way of putting it.
Well, Nelly Furtado.
That's your new target?
Yep. I got a shot, I think.
What?
I listened to Man Eater earlier today, so.
And that's okay, got it. This is a great sidekick. Daryl Hands Holloway.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Oh, excellent sidekick.
Thought about
Excellent
Jonah
sidekick.
in that movie too.
Yeah.
Bad sidekick, Jonah. Good sidekick, Daryl Hance Holloway. But while we're in the subject of these coming of age high school teenage movies or whatever, allow me to submit a sidekick who will never, ever forget the memories. It's reminiscent.
Amin, literally the next one. Next one under Daryl Hands Holloway was Gertie, and then after that was Remy.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of Mike Dexter's Crew, but I couldn't decide which one. I'd probably go with Freddie Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You should have gone with the whole crew.
Yeah, the whole crew.
But they're
all
crew.
sidekicks.
But also, they are
But he's
bad
the leader.
sidekicks. He's clearly the lead, clearly the leader.
Yeah, they are
worship
bad
him,
sidekicks. Yeah.
but they're bad sidekicks because they'll make a pact and then they all turn on him and break the pact.
Other guy, David Allen Greer from Blank Man.
Yep. Yes. Same one too.
Yeah, I should
I
have
got that one.
I mean, come on. Caught a fucking baby. Jeep.
Jeep and Legion.
Is he God's sidekick?
Again, I wish
He's
I
God's
was shocked.
sidekick. Absolutely.
I was shocked. While we're on cruise, the entire crew from Taken, the guys,
Oh my
his crew?
God.
Yeah.
The Fedora Boys on the golf
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. He just wants to talk some hoops.
Okay.
Liam Neeson's
Dodge.
brother from Memory.
Oh, that's a bad
Dodge
sidekick.
from Fled. That's Stephen Baldwin. He's
No,
the
but he's not a
sidekick.
sidekick. He's
He is.
I think he's a sidekick.
They're opponents for most of the
Who's
movie.
the one telling who to fled? I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
who's the
If
one
you tell
doing
the
the
other one to
flooding, and
fled.
who's the one telling that it's time to fled?
This is why Amy can't be the main character. Like why Amy's a sidekick. She got diddled. You can't get diddled and be the leader. You're a sidekick.
Oh,
Gordon Bombay's proving you wrong every day.
That dude is CT5
Well, no.
worst sidekick.
no, he is a sidekick though.
To Jan.
He's yeah.
Yeah. If you're sleeping on a couch, you're the sidekick.
I wasn't sure about this one because I feel like they're probably more equals, but Loke Dog from Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Ashtray's
I ca-
story, so I guess Loke Dog is the sidekick, but I'm not convinced.
Also,
of that.
Ashtray's the one driving. So, no, Loke Dog drives. That's right.
I bought this guy drink the other night. Barry Badranath. Beer Fest.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out for the Super Troopers.
Yeah.
Can you tell us
For
the
the
story? Can you tell us
Broken Lizard
exactly
guys.
what went
Yeah,
down?
so I went to a newer, not a new spot, but like a spot I've been going to more frequently.
Where?
You want to know the name of the spot?
No, like where in LA?
Oh, it's in Studio City.
Okay.
So not that far. And so I was there with this guy who's a regular there, and then this girl who's a regular, but I just met her that night. And I'm talking to her and whatever, and then she's telling some convoluted story. I don't even know. And I look beyond her and I see Barry Badranath.
So basically,
like,
Zach's talking to a woman he's just met.
She's hot too. She's like crazy.
I gathered. But as she's talking, you start to just zone out.
I started to zone out because it's literally like over her left
17
shoulder.
on a 10 scale comes in.
Yes,
by the name of Barry Badger.
And I'm looking, and just over her left shoulder, he's there, and he's like waiting to order. And like it was busy, right? Like, but he like there's just a couple of ordering stations at the bar, and he's off to the side where it can get lost. And so finally, he orders food.
They only had 2 Harper Touch POS systems.
I think, they do only have 2 of them, actually, now that I think about it.
Get a second one, a third one over here. Now the people at the tables don't have to wait anymore.
And
Those orders are coming up.
Well, no, everyone orders at the bar. There's no ordering at tables. You have to order
terrible.
at the bar. Yeah. And so it's taken a while. He orders food. He orders drinks. And I was like, well, I mean, he's ordered kind of a lot of stuff. I'm not going to buy everything. But I told the bartender, I said, hey, Jenna, will you like put his drinks on mine? And he was like, no. I said, no. I got your drinks. Like, I'm a big fan. And he's like, okay, thank you. And then
you sucked his cock.
You want to know the funny thing is, I didn't even end up paying. Because we were trying to no,
you put it,
and I've never been back.
You put it on the girls tab. Hey,
no. So the guy that's a regular there, he was trying to pull up the UFC fight on his phone, but he was on like an illegal stream thing, and it kept fucking up his phone. So I was like, fuck, you know what? I'll buy it. Like, so I just bought it on ESPN, and so then at the end of the night, he said, hey, put all his tab on mine, because this guy's fucking loaded. Like put his tab on mine or whatever. So I ended up paying for the fight, but I don't think he realized how much I had on my tab because I bought like 3 drinks for Barry, and I had a bunch of drinks and food. We'll see next time I get there.
That is some musical chairs ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bill
I
splitting.
spent $80 on the fight.
No, you did.
Yeah.
You did, and you bought it for Barry Badgernath.
Yeah, I sure did. He didn't watch
this
it,
fight
yeah.
out. More sidekicks. LL Cool J's Parrot from Deep Blue Sea.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Fuck, I
Rob
didn't think of that.
Schneider from Judge Dredd. The ABC Warrior from Judge Dredd.
Speaking of Rob Schneider, I had Eddie Griffin from Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
I had Mystery
Cop.
Lion.
Yeah.
Mystery Lion's in there.
But yeah.
Steve James.
Time Cop. What's his name again?
Matuzak.
Yeah.
Time Cop.
What about he's not a good sidekick, but he was a mentor and a sidekick, Coughlin's Law.
Yeah, I had that. I had Tom Cruise as the sidekick.
Yeah, at some point he's trying to kill him, isn't he? Or like he's
what?
Or at least like
he commits
professionally.
suicide.
Well, Tom Cruise breaks a bottle and holds it up at his throat when they have a fight after he bangs Gina Gershon.
At that point, you're the leader.
Or Ori from Zohan, the guy from the electronics store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zohan.
No.
Scrappy Coco. This is Scrappy Coco.
Careful.
What? The accent?
We haven't brought him up yet. It's stunning.
I thought he was the guy.
I thought for sure.
I thought Anthony Michael Hall was the sidekick.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put, because I thought about Norm and I was like, well, no, he's kind of the guy since the movie's named after him.
No, I could see it going either way. I could see it going either way on that one.
Jack Black, Saving Silverman.
But we find out that Norm is just a bitch at the end, right? Like he's been making it up. He's not really
with a fucking hog.
No, but like,
he is giving Anthony Michael Hall advice on how to make her toes curl.
Yeah, but then he admits he doesn't have any experience of his own because none of the girls in Gnome World like him. Remember?
He had whatever.
He seems to be experienced.
You don't have a hog like that. I mean, come on, man. You saw how she looked at it.
I got one for you guys that nobody had. I'm kind of surprised. The same note too, baby, from Look Who's Talking Too.
Sidekick to the normal baby.
That's literally just because I sent a picture the other day of this baby.
And that baby would grow up to go to college. Yeah. MVP Most Valuable Primate. Maurice from Tiptoes, Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
Not a
see,
sidekick.
I thought
Not a sidekick at all.
Yeah.
yeah,
he
I
is.
thought the other one was
You think
What?
Rolf is a sidekick?
yeah, Rolf is the sidekick.
Rolf
Okay.
has sidekick energy. Maurice definitely doesn't have sidekick energy. Also, Zach, what do you mean by the other one?
What? Next one I had was, I mean, obviously Babs from The Goods.
Yeah. She's a hero.
that's-
She doesn't deserve to be denigrated to sidekick.
Right. Yeah. It's why I didn't put her in the top there.
I got an interesting dichotomy here. Bob Hoskins in Heart Condition, but Denzel is a sidekick in Carbon Copy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 I
He
could go
is the
either way on
sidekick.
that.
Yeah. This was the toughest one. Speaking of not wanting to denigrate somebody, this was who I thought was going to be number one. And then the more I thought about it, what a star in the rewatch. He can't be a sidekick. It's fucking Squint Spaghetti.
That we've added spaghetti to it.
Because he's Italian.
Yeah, he's Italian. I don't know if you know that. He's Italian. Yeah.
Not Squints Lasagna. That's a different guy.
Uh-uh.
Flicker, Zac Efron in the beach bum with the panini sideburns.
Oh, yeah. God, I forgot about that movie.
Sandy
I thought
Lyle,
about
Along
yeah,
Came
had
Polly.
Sandy. Chow Min,
got
Disclosure.
No, come on,
Just
man.
sidekick to the family.
I thought about it too, but then I was like, nah, I've gone
Just
too
sidekick to the
far
family.
here.
Amin
The
thought it
family?
went too far.
No,
Yeah.
now that's where I'll push back.
I only have one left on my list. It's Scarface from Half Baked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I have one more on my list too. Evil Van
Oh.
Damme, Double Impact.
I lied. I have another one.
CT5
There's
player.
this sidekick. Well, I'm not going to do it. I had a whole speech prepared for this, but now it's the end of one. It's DJ Qualls in Delta Farce.
You had a whole speech. Please read
Yeah.
the speech.
I was gonna. No, it's all right. Let's just do it. Let's do it as a rewatchington, can we? Can we do Delta Farce as a
No.
rewatchington?
No,
I want to see if you guys change your minds.
I don't.
You
Rob
might.
Corddry and Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah,
Esqueleto and Nacho Libre. Steven. Byron and Tammy and the T-Rex. The son of the
Byron.
sheriff,
Oh,
who's the
yeah.
gay best
The-
friend. Tiny airplane bottles of booze from Street Kings.
no, that's
It's a good
And
sidekick.
this one,
It's a great
this one
sidekick.
got bumped off my list. It's Eugene Levy, Howie Rotman in Bringing Down the
Yeah.
House. What a great sidekick.
oh, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Trying to think, did I miss anybody? Now that I'm
I think
Jessica
that's it,
Biel? No,
man.
she's a love interest.
No, love interest in psychics are not
What
the
about your
same.
man Balls of Fury? In Good Luck
And
Chuck.
Good Luck Chuck.
Oh, I
All
kind of
right.
erased
Well,
that movie from my
yeah,
memory.
all right. Anytime Amin farts out of his mouth when trying to respond, we end the pod. Make sure you send in your CT5 lists and suggestions at Doc Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings, and join that Discord through Patreon, patreon.com/Count the Dings. You get all the benefits. Plus, as Amin mentioned earlier, pre-sale live show prices are now still live for you. If you're a
Locked.
Patreon member, you get 25%.
25%.
That's crazy. We're against it, but for now, that's what you get. What you get.
I had a speech prepared, but I'm not going to read it.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.